When I grew up in Austin, I was making 8mm movies in high school. I got my girlfriend, who was the best actress in Austin High. I was the best actor. I thought it was a natural mating. And she was the star of 3 of my little 8mm movies. I was totally in love with her. She later became Miss Austin and then Miss Texas. So yes, she was pretty gorgeous too. And we're still dear friends today. But I love the idea. I even did a trip to Venus in one of my little 8mm movies and took Carolyn on a rocket ship to Venus, which I laid out in my backyard with dry ice and fake mountains and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I was doing crazy stuff, just like later my Cinemagic magazine taught other young filmmakers how to do. But there was no filmmaking scene in Austin at that time. There was no Robert Rodriguez, there was no Richard Linklater. Sandra Bullock and Matthew McConaughey were not based there at that time. Filmmaking was 2,000 miles away in Hollywood. So I didn't take seriously the idea of making movies later on in life. I had to get a real job. But lo and behold, a few years back, when it was time for Fangoria to think about making a feature film, one of the guys who was working with me, who's now become a director and a producer on his own, Rex Piana, and I sat down and devised a screenplay called Dragworms. We wanted to do something about zombies on motorcycles. And we decided that Dragworms was a good title because in Austin, Texas, along Guadalupe Street, right next to the university campus, that area is called the Drag, colloquially. And all the homeless people who hang out there on the drag and kind of live on the sidewalk and panhandle are called dragworms. They're kind of undesirables that live on the sidewalk. Well, we decided these bikers would be the same idea in this little town that I've created in East Texas that my main character calls Bumstuck. These are the undesirable people who hang out on the main drag. They're undesirable, and the townspeople call them dragworms. Well, the bikers decided, we like that title. They had patches made, and they embraced it, and they became the dragworms and celebrated being the dragworms. And it all started with that slang phrase that originated in Austin, Texas, which, by the way, is now in Wikipedia as an actual word. Look it up.
Great, great.